Today's my birthday, and we're going to be talking about the book that I bought myself for my birthday, as well as some other books. I had two fantastic 5-star reads this week that I cannot wait to tell you about. Let's get started with the one that my friend Nancy loaned to me. I freaking loved this book. Thank you so much, Nancy. I'm telling you what, this book right here will be on my top 10 thrillers list for this year. That's how good it was. Lies He Told Me by James Patterson and David Ellis is a heart-pounding, wild ride. The story follows Marcy Bowers, an attorney who has settled down in her sleepy hometown of Hemingway Grove, Illinois, with her husband David and their 2 kids, until one day her world falls apart when David jumps into the Cotton River to save a stranger from drowning. He is celebrated as a hero, and the story is all over the news. This brings a deadly enemy to their door, and you will be on the edge of your seat. I didn't see the twist coming, although I thought I did. And that's my favorite kind of twist, when I think, oh, I know who the person's gonna be. I know. And I was wrong. The twist is just so good. The action throughout, it's a wild ride. I'm telling you, I loved it. 5 stars. My other 5-star read, which this will also make my top 10 list for this year, was A Man Made of Smoke by Alex North. Now, this one I'm not going to talk about today because I did a buddy read with my bestie Monique from over at Millennial Book Junkie, and she and I are going to be posting our reviews on July 19th at 3 p.m. And I will have a link to her video in my description, and she will have the link to mine and hers. So we're going to be talking about that then. So I will save that. You definitely want to tune in for that, because I'm telling you what, that book was fantastic. Then I also read this book. This guy is a comedian. This story, literally, my face hurt from smiling the whole way through. He has hilarious stories about sleepwalking. If you love reading something light and funny, this is hilarious. I can always do with a light and funny read in between my heavy thrillers. You won't believe his sleepwalking story. I have never in my life, I don't want to give anything away, but trust me, read this book if you want some good laughs. It's hilarious. What he did sleepwalking, unbelievable. Okay, then my birthday present to myself, The Perfect Divorce by Geneva Rose, is the sequel to The Perfect Marriage, but you can read it as a standalone. It had been over a year since I had read The Perfect Marriage, and I was able to follow along just fine. And even if I hadn't read it, they tell you enough of what's going on that you can easily pick up the story. It's not a problem. The story picks up 11 years after high-powered attorney Sarah Morgan defended her husband Adam against the charge of unaliving his mistress. She's now remarried, only to catch her new husband in a one-night stand. The war is on between them, and only one of them will make it out alive. So if you love empowered women, women getting revenge, I love a good woman getting revenge story. I love it. So it's a good story. And this one had sprayed edges. I got it at Walmart. Freaking loved it. I gave it 4 stars. The reason I gave it 4 stars and not 5 is there wasn't a twist in there that I didn't see coming. It was just a fun revenge story. It was a very enjoyable ride. And then I read A Happy Marriage by A.R. Torrey. A.R. Torrey is one of my favorite authors. I have read every single book she's ever put out and given them all 5 stars. This is her first time letting me down a little. I only gave this one 3 stars because there were no twists that I didn't see coming. There's a twist, but it wasn't a fantastic twist. I was just like, okay. I was very underwhelmed by the twist. I'm not saying I regret reading it. It still was a solid read. I read it in one day, It's a popcorn thriller, which I love popcorn thrillers too. So that's not a downside. But I was a little underwhelmed, so that's why I gave it 3 stars. The story follows Diana Marino, who is an LA homicide detective married to Joe, a psychiatrist. Throughout their 10-year marriage, she has been hiding a secret that she will do anything, yes, I mean anything, to keep hidden, including taking the life of anyone who stands in her way. It was good. I gave it 3 stars. For me, 3 stars means good. It doesn't mean fantastic. So I would say read it. I do feel like this year some of my favorite authors have really let me down. I also read this year, which I had talked about previously, Serafina Nova Glass's novel, her newest novel, Nothing Ever Happens Here. And nothing happened in that book. I was so bored. I was like, what are you doing to me, Serafina? I mean, come on. So yeah, some of my favorite authors have let me down. But on the flip side of that, I have read some new authors this year that really wowed me. Oddly enough, I don't think I had ever read anything by James Patterson before, so now I will be reading more of his books. I had read some books by David Ellis before and really loved them. So I don't know if the reason I love this was, I don't know how much of it was David Ellis and how much of it was James Patterson, but so we'll see, because I'm going to be getting some more James Patterson and we'll see what I think. But this one was definitely fantastic. So that was my reading week. I had a fantastic reading week. I hope you did too. Help me out if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I love chatting with y'all. That's why I call you my besties. I genuinely enjoy the connection here on BookTube, just talking to everybody, getting to know all of you through your videos or through your comments. If you don't have a channel, I just enjoy talking to all of you. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you're a subscriber. It means the world to me. I love talking to all of y'all, and I will see you all next time. Bye.